Shit, what's good? What's going on, man? It's your boy AC Though, back with another one for y'all. Shout out to everybody, man, that subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all the love, man, but we got to talk about the news, man. Yo, man, I wake up, you know what I'm saying, and I'm going through my timeline. You know, I'm just checking out the news, checking out what's going on, and I see Shannon Sharpe is leaving Undisputed. What? What the hell is going on, man? Now, I know Shannon and Skip, you know, they've had a little bit of turmoil. They've had a couple of different instances on the show. I remember one being Damar Hamlin's accident on the field. You know, Skip made some tweets that offended Shannon and, you know, some people, you know, just in the community, not just in the sports community, but just people just in general. You know, he seemed very insensitive and he didn't want to apologize for his remarks. And that really rubbed Shannon the wrong way. I think that was like the pinnacle start of I want to say, just the kind of like red flag in the relationship on the show. There was also another incident on the show where Skip made a reference to Shannon in regards to Tom Brady, basically saying because Tom Brady was still playing and Shannon was retired, that made Tom Brady better than Shannon, you know, and that rubbed Shannon the wrong way. So I remember how heated that was. So I kind of, you know, we seen glimpses, you know, of some turmoil, maybe a little bit, but for the most part, you know, that's what the show was pretty much made for, you know, for Skip and Shannon to pretty much have that really strong debate. Now, I did notice, I want to say within like the past year or so, they haven't had too many, besides those two instances, they haven't really had too many like super duper like debates on the show to the point where, you know, you see mental veins popping out of Shannon's head and Skip and shit, you know what I'm saying? Unless they talking about, you know, LeBron James, you know, Skip, you know, his hate for LeBron, you know, or they're talking about Tom Brady or Kevin Durant or somebody of that nature. But other than that, you know, they seem to like, I don't know, they seem to agree on a lot of topics. I don't really see too much of arguments or like crazy debates. So I don't know, that could have also played a part. And maybe, you know, the producers wanted to go another direction. I did hear Shannon did want a little bit more say-so as far as in the creative control of the show. You know, with some of the topics, you know, Skip being a OG and pretty much being there before Shannon got to the show. I'm pretty sure his deal and things of that nature is probably more shaped in his favor as far as when it comes to ideas, guests on the show, you know, things of that nature. But this was a shock though. I was not expecting this, you know. I got the article here. So you know, Fox Sports Undisputed undergo a significant change in the near future. Co-host Shannon Sharpe is set to lead the program after reaching a buyout agreement with Fox Sports, reported from New York Post. Sharpe reportedly will remain on air with Skip Bayless through the NBA Finals. So he will be on for the rest of the NBA Finals. His final appearance on the show is expected to come shortly after that, although no date has been specified. In addition to his work with Undisputed, Shannon Sharpe's podcast, Club Shay Shay, dope podcast. I really like Club Shay Shay. Really, really dope. Is also leaving the network. The terms of Sharpe's buyout with FS1 has not been revealed, nor have any plans for replacement co-hosts on the channel's flagship talk show. So they haven't even, you know, uttered any rumors or, you know, anything in regards to who would replace Shannon or if Undisputed would still continue. You know, you need somebody else in the seat to make it a debate show. So I don't know if they would just make it more so change the name and just be just Skip. You know, I don't know. They invested a lot. You know, you got Lil Wayne made a personal track for the show. You know, I don't know, man. Like it's very, you know, a sad thing to see. I mean, I thought they had a really great chemistry together. I really enjoyed it. That was one of the shows besides I would watch my man on ESPN. I forgot his name, man. He actually used to be on First Take. Well, Stephen A. Smith, but he he's on the morning show. I can't remember his name, but I would watch that show there. And then, I would watch Skip and Shannon, and then I would go and watch a couple clips from like First Takes and things of that nature. But, Skip and Shannon, that was like my morning ritual. When 10 o'clock come, I go to YouTube, the clips would be up, and that's how I would start, my day when it comes to like sports and things of that nature, other than, reading like news articles and things of that nature. But yeah, man, it's a really, really, unfortunate situation, but that's what happens, in business. People have different views, and, people, when they negotiate and go to the table, that's just how certain things play out. I do think, Shannon did a really exceptional job on the show. He really brought a lot of spice and swag to the show. He was very knowledgeable when it came to football, of course, basketball, baseball, and any other topics, social topics that they would have on the show as well. So I thought he really did a great job as far as articulating himself and, just giving that different perspective, just being an athlete and giving that, just to us as viewers on the show. So I do think, wherever Shannon goes, he's going to get the bag. Not only does, he has himself, as a personality, but he also has a podcast that does really, really big numbers on YouTube. So, I'm very curious to see. I think he can get his own show. I would like him to be in the format of a debate. I would love to see him on First Take with Stephen A. I think them two, will be like on some Michael Irvin type shit. I think they will do phenomenal together, the show with Keyshawn, my man Keyshawn, man, and what's my man's name, man? That he used to be the announcer on HBO. I don't know why I can't remember his name, man, but I watched their show as well. I really like this show. This show comes on like super early in the morning. But I don't know, man. Like, let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think, man? What do you think Shannon will land? Do you think he will go to ESPN? Do you see him maybe going the independent route? Do you see him maybe going on maybe one of these new platforms and maybe trying to bring some type of value to them so they can kind of compete, with the ESPNs and the Fox Sports and things of that nature? I wouldn't mind seeing him go to like TNT, TNT, what I'm saying? Being on there and doing some commentary with like Shaq, Kenny Smith, what I'm saying? Charles Barkley. I think that would be hilarious too. I think he has a lot of different options on the table. Like I said, he's very knowledgeable. He's smart. And he has a really great brand, and he's very marketable, and he's relatable too. That's another thing. He's very relatable to the public eye. What happens with Skip? I don't know, man. He's getting up in age. He's not a likable guy, but he does. I think that's one of the good things some people do like about him too. He doesn't hold his tongue. So you're gonna get that raw opinion from him as well. And the same with Shannon as well. He gonna tell it like it is. But I don't know, man. This is very unfortunate, man. This is the end of a dynasty. But we'll see what happens moving forward, man. We'll stay tuned to the story and development, in details of it. But let me know in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think of this shit, man. Let me know, where do you guys see Shannon going? What do you think is going to happen with Skip Bayless? Do you think they're just going to cancel the whole entire concept of the show and start something fresh? Let me know. Talk to me, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. Subscribe, man. I appreciate all the love, man. Make sure you guys follow me on all social media platforms at Ace is Working. I appreciate all the love, man. Big salute. Peace.